Hey, welcome to Dutch and Amber's Drunk Movie Reviews.
He's Dutch.
I'm Dutch. This
I'm
is
Amber.
Amber. If you couldn't figure that out. So what we're doing is this is the premise of the show. We are going to do a movie review.
Junior.
We're going to do a movie review, but we're going to do it while drunk, a la Drunk History, as it's been so popular now. So we came across this concept because we would go see a movie and then we'd go out to dinner and we would get drunk and we would have really good conversations about the movie we just saw while drunk. And we decided that other people need to experience how brilliant we are.
Because
when
when we
we're
are drunk, we think we are brilliant.
To kind of let you know what's happened, we've seen Monsters University. Monsters University is what we're going to be reviewing for you today.
A month after it came out, we finally went and saw it.
Yeah, we're a little late. Sorry,
we have a life.
We have lives. So we've agreed not to talk about it. So our first opinions of the movie are going to be right here for you all. We've each had a drink or two each.
Yeah.
We wanted
Just
to go ahead and get the
hit me,
premise out.
just hit me,
Yeah,
I'm
we
good.
wanted to go get the premise out there while we were still sober. We're
Ish.
going to drink our drink that's in front of us right now to kind of top it off. We're going to do that for you on camera so that you can kind of see that we're getting drunk for real. And then we'll go ahead. So what are you drinking, by the way?
I am drinking.
I don't know if we can do the just tell us
It's
what
a
kind
pink
of thing.
Moscato champagne.
Yeah.
Girly shit.
Yeah, we probably can't do the name brand. So,
but it means that
really
you're not.
good.
It's a brand that means you're not wearing any shoes.
Yes,
It's the no shoe sparkling Moscato.
There you go. And I am drinking a dry, dirty vodka martini. You see, there's
Just like
there's
he
quite a
likes
bit-
his women.
That's true. Is that what you are?
I'm just gonna drink my drink.
Like I like my humor, dry and dirty. Because we also wanted to do this at home, where we're safe. We didn't want to do this.
Don't drink and drive.
Do not drink and drive. Dangerous.
And don't text and drive.
Even like almost as bad. Here we go. We'll finish this. We'll be speeding up the track for you guys so you can get to the review faster. And we'll see you on the other side.
Is that Napoleon?
Yeah. I'm fatter. Some of them do. Mascara.
Guy liner.
Mm.
If I were a dog, that would look really weird.
That would look really weird?
Yeah.
No, dogs do that all the time.
No, but if I'm doing it to you.
What?
If I do that. Oh, and I'm not a dog.
All right.
All right, we're ready.
And we're back.
We're back.
We both are
We're sufficiently
drunk. You
toasted.
see, I refilled, she refilled. So here we go. So we went and we saw Monsters University. A little late, but that's okay.
Better late than never.
Very true.
But first,
we want to talk to you guys about the trailers that we saw. First trailer we saw was...
It's called Freebird.
Freebirds by the makers of somebody.
Shrek. And
yeah, it's all the
somebody or other.
DreamWorks type people.
Okay, can I just start by saying Shrek was good. Madagascar, everything else that DreamWorks puts out is shit.
I just can't think of anything else DreamWorks has done, but I don't think everything has been shit. I think there's been some good things that DreamWorks has done.
I just listed everything that DreamWorks has done.
High on the trailer of Freebirds. Freebirds or Freebird?
I think it was Freebirds. I think it was plural.
Okay.
Because we're not 10 years old.
True.
We're like in our 30s now. With all the poor suffering parents going, oh, God, now I gotta go see another movie.
I will tell you if the title is Freebirds, I'm still not convinced that it is. If the title is Freebirds, one time I went to.
It's on your phone. Look it up.
I went to College Station, Texas, and I ate at a restaurant called Freebirds, and they have a burrito the size of a size 12 boot.
Now, if
And
the
the
movie
reason-
was about that, I would go see
Now,
it.
the reason I know that is because my fraternity brother and friend Justin Sock Simmons had a size 12 boot, and somewhere we have a picture of that. Maybe I'll dig it up before we actually post this and it'll pop up. Oh, look, there it is.
As long as it didn't
Look,
taste
it
like
popped
a
up. If it doesn't
soft
really
12.
pop up, just pretend that it did.
At least it didn't taste like a size 12 boot.
It did not taste. It was good. But anyway, so the point being, he and I each ordered one, and we both finished it. Freebirds. So that was
So we're
the
back-
name of the Freebirds is the name of the movie.
I told you.
So our rating system for whether or not we're going to see
Okay,
Freebirds.
first of all, let me tell you what it's about.
Oh, right.
It's about
That's
turkeys on Thanksgiving. One who gets a presidential pardon to make sure that turkeys are taken off the menu. Is asked to go back. Tagline for this movie was changing the main. How should we address this situation? With cranberry sauce. Okay, though that was funny.
That's funny.
Why would you do that? Because turkeys are freaking delicious.
I like the.
Why?
I like the.
And then the
name.
guys-
So, we each have our shot glasses here. What do you give it, Amber?
I'm gonna give it no thanks. Do not fill her up because this is like Back to the Future with my lunch meat.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna give it, and I'm gonna try it. So that's a shot glass to the side.
He can go try it with his other wife.
I think I'll have
because
to
I'm not
watch it
gonna
by
go see it.
myself. I'm not gonna offend
Don't
people. I'm not gonna
offend
offend people.
any religion.
Here. She gave it a no thanks. I'm giving it, and I'm gonna try it. That's Freebirds by DreamWorks. The next trailer that we saw was what was it? Frozen. Frozen
Yeah,
from
Frozen!
Disney.
Yeah, Disney.
I think we're both excited for
Yeah.
that. Disney puts out good stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of flack coming out that Frozen just looks like Rapunzel again, but hey.
No, there's snow. Rapunzel didn't have snow.
But no, it's called a style. You ever see, like, go back and watch, like Fox and the Hound and Robin Hood and Aristocats. They all had the same style and animation style.
That's
all that
because-
Frozen and Tangled
that's
have. It's just the
because
same
Fox-
style.
From Fox and the Hound.
So don't say, oh, the horse looks like the horse from Tangled. Well, yeah, because the same guy drew the horse.
But because the fox from Fox the Hound is Robin Hood, that guy continues to get work. Just like the kid from that movie about finding the pirates, Goonies. He then took the ring to Mordor. He still works.
Yeah, they do. They do get work. Or
Thank you, Disney, for keeping
like
employing
Fred-
your characters.
What is his name? What is his name? Fred Murray. That was like in every Disney movie from like the 50s and 60s. Fred.
He was in
Fred-
That Darn Cat. I
That
don't
Darn
know.
Cat, the Shaggy Dog, the Nutty Professor, not the Nutty
Flubber.
Professor, Flubber,
Flubber.
the
No,
the
it's
original
the Nutty
Flubber.
Pro-
The is it the Nutty Professor?
No, because that was Jerry Lewis.
It
The
was
French love Jerry Lewis.
The incredible Mr. Limpet. Nope, Don.
No,
Knotts.
that was Don Knotts.
Frozen. I think we're both really excited. I gave it a filler up.
Fill her up because
Fill her up for Frozen.
because we work for that company that we said earlier.
We might edit that out. I don't know if we can.
we
say
don't
that
know.
on here. Fill her up.
But any company that has a snowman blowing his own head off in the trailer.
I'm
I
pretty
said it.
sure when we go see that movie, and we'll review that movie for you here
Yeah.
on Dutch and Amber's Drunk Movie Reviews, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hate that character. He's going to be the Jar Jar Binks of that character of that movie.
Don't say that.
He is. He's
Don't
gonna
say
be-
that.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
hate him.
love him.
I'm gonna
You're
hate him.
love
So moving on to Monsters University itself. We were really excited. Yeah.
Anticipation. Okay.
So what did you feel?
I was
Were
really
you ready for this movie?
I was
Were you
ready
excited?
for this movie because we went to Disneyland and they had a big parade that featured Monsters University characters, and I'm sitting there going, well, I don't get it. I don't understand
Yeah.
this at all. But it's because we didn't see the movie, so I was really
We saw
excited.
it late, so characters were already in the parade before we
Right.
saw the movie. That's how late we're seeing this movie. I was really excited for this movie. The reason being, and I'm going to get hate comments on YouTube from this, and I've actually been told I'm a horrible person because of what I'm about to say. I was excited for this because I thought this is what Monsters Inc. was going to be about.
Yeah.
When Monsters Inc. came out, I was like wanting to know about the monster world, and then that freaking Boo character was introduced.
He hates Boo.
I hate Boo. Ruined Monsters Inc. to me.
That's like hating puppies.
It is like hating puppies, but if they would have just thrown a puppy in the middle of Monsters Inc., I would have hated that too. Boo ruined the movie for me, and I wanted to know more about the monster world and how it worked, and that's why I was looking forward to Monster Universe. Our expectations for the show were high, or for the movie were high, but then Pixar threw in the short, which
That
they
they
always
do.
throw in.
And I like those.
How did you feel about the short?
I thought it was cute. At first, I didn't realize that it was animated. It looked so lifelike that it took me a second to realize this is all animation. Obviously, like the umbrellas and the things on the street, it just looked so lifelike, so lifelike, so lifelike. I liked it because, I mean, you're giving personification. That's a big word right now.
Really big word right now.
To characters and things that, personification. There you go. It's a story about umbrellas and umbrellas falling in love. And you know what, people? Umbrellas need love too.
I didn't like it, and I'll be honest with you. It was basically, you're mad at me, and I'm going to get hate comments for this. I'm going to get hate comments for this.
It was so cute.
It was basically the same story as the paper airplane story. Same exact story.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, I fell in love, and then I had to go away from her, and now I'm back with her again at the end of the show.
But then...
But my thing is, like, how far is this personification thing going to go? Okay. I think the next Pixar short is going to be, straws and shot glasses are going to be personified, and they're going to fall in love. No! Umbrellas? Really? Umbrellas? Come on. Pixar, I love you, and I've loved you forever, and you started out with lamps, and I get that. But... I wasn't sold by umbrellas.
But
what the hell was it? What was it actually called?
Umbrellas.
Is that? I don't think that's what it was called.
The non-rain wetters falling in love. But if for my classic Disney people who know classic Disney, Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet, same thing.
It's the same story.
About 10 minutes shorter, though.
It's the same story. Right?
Kind of
It is. It's a recycled story. Ooh, party foul. I want more old men playing chess. And I want more snow globes doing snow globy things. That's what I want.
Going back to the Disney giving other characters work, pretty sure the snowman in the snow globe is the snowman that's in Frozen.
If that's the case, he deserves it because he earned that shit.
Yeah. So way to go, Disney, for giving characters lots of work. I gave the trailer the umbrellas thing. I gave it a this because it made me smile because I love umbrellas.
You gave it a top shelf. You gave it a top shelf.
Is it top shelf? Because we're doing trailers-ish.
No. It's because that's the top shelf.
So I liked it. So I'm gonna say fill that shit up with top shelf stuff.
I gave it a non-tap. It was just on tap. It was not top shelf. It was just there. Thank you for it, but I gave it on tap.
I love the airplanes one more.
Airplanes was way better.
Moving on.
And all that. Moving on. Monsters University. So we did our anticipation of the movie. What was the first impressions?
I loved it because it gives more of the information.
Hold on. I'm going to have to switch to beer after this. Okay, sorry. Go on. Keep going. Can't help it. Go. First impressions.
I loved it because it's everything that he wanted Monsters Inc. to be in. There were no booze. No booze. So I loved it because
but it was okay.
Shut up! I'm talking.
Okay.
My turn. I loved it because it explained so much. It explains why Mike is the way he is, and Sully, and it gives so much more information. It's a nice prequel.
I loved it. It was funny. That was my first impression. It was so well done. The animation was spot on.
Oh yeah.
The shining off of Mike Wazowski could almost take you away from the story. It was so good.
The
hair on Sully, everything was good as far as that goes. I really liked it. It was funny.
I loved the story. I loved the characters because what college campus doesn't have that fraternity?
Randall starts out as a dork and becomes a dick. That was fun.
You just changed a vowel.
I no.
And a
dork
consonant.
and a constant.
I can't spell. But guess what? Sully was a dick too.
Yeah, he was. And Sully starts out as a dick and then becomes a good guy.
Yeah.
So he went through a transformation.
And Mike Wazowski, you're
starts
like
out
rooting for him the whole time,
Yeah.
and then he becomes that kid in class who wants to be the project leader, who wants to do everything his way, and then he's like, you know what, guys, instead of I'll just do it, and he becomes that character, and you all know that kid in school. I bet you're all going, oh yeah, I remember.
I think I was that kid in school.
I think I was that kid too.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
They didn't succeed. In the end,
Yeah.
they ended up losing.
They lost because they admitted they cheated. It's a good moral lesson. Good job, Disney. Always keeping up with the moral lessons. It met my expectations. It showed me more about the monster world.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved the fraternities. You were talking about
because
that before
he's a fraternity boy.
I am a fraternity guy, and I loved the different types of fraternities and the different types of things that were going on. I identified because the fraternity I was in, God bless them. I'm not gonna say because I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name on YouTube, and I just won't.
Not while you're drinking.
But I identified with Uzma Kappa, which was the fraternity that Mike Wazowski ended up enjoying. And
God love him.
I'm going to tell you this crap about my life right now. I ended up taking them helped take my fraternity to a championship, which happens also in the movie. So I ended up taking
Mike Wazowski.
I kind of am. I think I'm more Sully, really.
With this beard you are. If I was in a fraternity, I would totally identify.
You mean a sorority?
Yeah.
Because you're a chick. She identifies
with the pink fraternity, not because
sorority.
I'm like, yeah, not because I'm like, oh, girly, but because I'm a professional in the world, and when I get pissed off, I do that glowy eye thing.
Is it bad that kind of turned me on? Not like
that's why we're married.
No, I don't know. Maybe it is. But like the pink girls, I mean, obviously they were the hot monsters, but then they did that scary thing, and I was like, ooh, cartoon characters turn me on. That's bad, right?
I think there's a condition for that.
Oh.
At the end, though, stay through the credits if you haven't seen it yet. Stay through the credits because there's that little cookie at the end.
It's called a tag. For whatever reason, she calls it a cookie, but in the industry, it's called a tag. It's a tag at the end of the credits.
No one likes tags. They sound like you have a skin disease.
That's why we cut them off of shirts. Too.
That's right, and they itch you. That's why we call them cookies, because who doesn't love a cookie?
Everybody loves cookies.
Everybody loves cookies. Oh, yes. So this is my shout-out in the movie to my dear friend Amanda Curry. But, Daddy, I love him! That's what we call an Easter egg.
Disney and Pixar are both really good.
I was looking for hidden Mickeys. I didn't see any. Mr. Waternoose with a fro.
Who did his voice? Actor
that
I really like.
That scary guy who was in Maverick.
Yeah, he was in Maverick, and he was good in Maverick. Anyway,
I love him.
Great voice actor, great actor in general. Who knew Who knew he was black?
I love the character of Mrs. Hard I don't even.
The Dean.
Yeah.
The Dean was good. I loved her animation.
That's what happens when a centipede and a dragon have a baby.
I think we've talked enough about the movie. If you haven't seen it, it's good. So,
it's good, and it's good for adults. It's good for the kids.
All the characters had their own little thing. They were stereotypical, and they were very obvious as to what that character was going to end up doing in the end.
Thank you, Disney, for stereotypes.
Right, but Disney does that so well, and they write good stories, and Pixar writes good stories about stereotypes, and they take those stereotypical characters and put them in the right situations. Good moral values. Admit when you've cheated, but try your best, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, because you can if you put your mind to it. A la Mike Wazowski.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, that's right. So Amber, what'd you give it?
I gave it top shelf.
Top shelf.
Because I love that it's good for kids and adults.
I also gave it a top shelf. I'll put it over here so that it's matching. I gave it a top shelf. Please go see the movie if you haven't seen it. It's great. get it on DVD or watch it on Stars, because Stars is probably the one that picks it up. They pick up all the Disney Pixar stuff when it comes to cable. But Top Shelf, great movie. That's Monsters Inc. Or excuse me, Monsters University. I thought it was good. Well, so that's it. That is our first Dutch and Amber's drunk movie reviews. I think we could have been drunker, more drunk, drunker, more drunk. I don't know. I could have been more drunk.
I plan to be this drunk every time.
Monsters Inc. Top Shelf. Dutch and Amber both give it a top shelf. Go see it, and
we'll drink to that.
We'll drink to that. Again, we did a good job. That was funny.
I have to pee.